family. We back.
We're back.
Please believe me.
I belong to you.
It's your girl Tamika.
And your girl Shamika.
And we are back with another video. Shout out to the family.
Shout out to the family, S&T gang.
Gang! Yo, I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. If it's your first time here, please do us that solid and smash the subscribe button.
Smash it!
We are on the road to 50K and we need your help to get there. It's that simple. It's that simple. Listen, we're actually going to be doing a little commentary video. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we can have fun on this channel, but we also got to discuss things that is really ridiculous
and real and happen in the world right now.
For real. I want to talk about something me and my wife watched yesterday. It was New York Times Presents, and it was actually the slaying of Breonna Taylor. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because I feel like when we watched this documentary, it uncovered so much more than we ever knew about. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to just talk to y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? And just share some of the stuff that we seen yesterday. Yeah. Because it actually irked my nerves even more. I think I was familiar with, you know what I'm saying, the wrongdoing in general. Yeah. But this was actually just, to me, like a calculated plot to just cover up something that is so sad. And when I looked at her mother yesterday and you know, and her friends and her family, you know, it just hurt me in a different way, because when you see people talking about things like this, it becomes more personable. You know what I mean? And her mother, Tamika Palmer, dog, like, I'm so happy to be able to have the same name as that woman, because she has shown so much resilience. And I just can't even imagine the things that she had to stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really had to just kind of like swallow her pride to be able to just like think rationally. I haven't reached that level of maturity yet, people, because I think I probably would have flipped the hell out. You know what I'm saying? And she's just trying a completely different approach, which I respect, but it's just like, man, it pisses me off. There were so many things in this documentary that I got upset about. I think the main one to me, though, was actually the 911 call. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a listen.
911, Operator Harris, where is your emergency?
I don't know what's happening. Somebody kicked in the door and shot my girlfriend.
Okay, where are you located?
I'm at 3003 Springfield Drive, apartment 4.
3003 Springfield Drive, apartment number 4?
Yes. Oh, my God.
Okay, how old is your girlfriend?
She's 26. Bring it. Oh,
you said 26? Where was she shot at?
I don't know. She's on the grill right now. I don't know.
Okay.
Mama.
You said she's 26. Is she alert and able to talk to you?
No, she's not. Breathe. God.
Okay, and you said you're in apartment number 4?
Hell! Oh my God! Yes, hell!
What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Kenneth Walker.
You said Kenneth?
Hell!
And you said she's 26?
Yes.
Okay, you said 3003 Springfield Drive, apartment number 4?
Yes.
Okay. Can you check and see where she's been shot at?
I can't get on her stomach.
Okay. Is she alert and able to talk to you?
No, breathe.
Okay.
I'm crazy. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God.
Can you get her turned over on her back? I need you to check her and see where she shot at.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta go, Mama.
Okay.
I gotta go. You back.
Kenneth, can you hear me? You have reached the voicemail.
Now, as you can see in that particular clip, when he was talking to the police, what did you hear, babe?
I heard this.
Utter silence.
Nothing.
Nothing. So this is what's killing me. Now, he was able to be on the call, make a call to 911, and he sat on the phone in distress. I never heard not one police officer in the background. I didn't even hear nothing disruptive. I didn't hear nothing. Now, you got to keep in mind, this was after Breonna was shot. So this was after the bullets rung out and all types of stuff. Why is it so freaking quiet on this 911 call? And then it's like, why was he even able to make it? You know what I'm saying? If the police are saying what they said, how was he able to call the police and sit on the phone? Because you got to understand, Shawty, like, he had to see that Breonna had got shot. He had to check Breonna before he even called the, you know what I'm saying, called the police. He had all of this time, but the police make it seem like they just entered the crib and they announced who they were. And I never heard not one announcement in a whole clip.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It was just really, really upsetting. The whole time, nobody was rendering her aid. Nobody. Like, y'all was able to put this man in handcuffs and usher him out of the apartment. Meanwhile, she's still in there, bleeding to death.
I'm gonna tell you one of the most hurtful thing that I seen, and I'm gonna like run down this timeline. So basically, after Kenneth called the police, which is another thing that I want to explain with how they didn't say anything, because not only was he able to call 911, he was actually able to call his mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Or whether it just say Breonna was shot. She was able to have a conversation with this man. So you got to keep in mind, that's what, like 3 to 4 minutes?
Yeah.
3 to 4 minutes has passed and you still don't hear nothing about the police at all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But once she found out that her daughter was shot, the first thing she did was get in her car to go there, okay? So when she got there, it was police everywhere. She's looking for her daughter. They tell her to go to the hospital, which she does. She's up at the hospital for 2 whole hours until a nurse come out and say, it's nobody that's fitting that name, you know, that person's name that's on the way over here, which made that lady leave the hospital to go back to the apartment complex, okay? So you got to keep in mind, man, now we're probably like around, what, 2:30 in the morning? She gets to the complex around 2:30 in the morning. The police tell her to wait so they can get some information, okay? They don't come back out until 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning just to say that her daughter was still in the house. So now
didn't even tell her nothing.
Still didn't even tell her, but still that she's still in the house.
It's her daughter's apartment. Why can you not tell her mother what is going on inside her child's apartment?
So,
I don't understand that.
So this is another thing of what I'm saying. So basically, Breonna had been laid on that floor and bled out for those amount of time before anybody could even render aid. Now this is even the more of the key part. She had to sit and wait another 6 hours, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. before she even knew anything. And honestly, she learned more on social media.
That's ridiculous. These cops need to definitely be, like, under the jail. Period. Especially Mr. Hutchinson, whatever the hell his name was.
Hankinson or something like that.
Whatever.
And this is another sad thing. Now, this is what I really was confused on. Now, there is recording of Breonna having dealings with her ex-boyfriend. Not saying that she was with him at that time period, because as you can see on one of the clips that I heard, she was telling him, like, yo, you being around me is toxic. Which says to me that, you know, she didn't even really want to, like, you know what I'm saying, listen to nothing he was saying or whatever. But the thing was, like, they had executed raids on 5 different spots that they were supposed to hit all at one time, all at once. And the thing about it is, the third spot that they had hit, they had already apprehended this dude. Which means that they really didn't even have to, like, rush in Breonna's house because the target had already been caught. You know what I'm saying? So breaking in her house, which was ridiculous. And then the sad part was the map demographic. It was like the places where they were all hitting was in one remote location. And then Breonna was in a completely different location. Now, it just shows to me that they didn't even do any, like, research. Because, like, if they had, they would have realized there was a completely different dude living with Breonna. And she hadn't even dealt with this dude, you know what I'm saying, in like months, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and even then it was not months, it was only a phone conversation in those months or whatever. So you gotta have, from what we know and what we learn and what we research, is when a person is going to do a no-knock warrant, you are supposed to provide 48 hours of surveillance prior to running in somebody's house to be able to say that you testified or that you really seen that person there.
Activity or a reason to validate why y'all doing this.
Why y'all doing this thing? And if they, yeah, exactly. And if they would have did that, it would have been no reason for them to bust up in the crib. Like, the junk had me so hot, bro. Like, my wife was sitting here, she was just like in tears, bro. I cried. Like, it's just so upsetting that they are just able to keep doing this to us, and then like nothing, no charges or nothing's being done about it. Like, it's just really upsetting. You are knocking somebody's door pretty much off the hinges, coming into somebody's house, not saying nothing, and you think they're not supposed to defend themselves? And see, this is the thing that's so crazy, because the stand your ground is in Kentucky. And honestly speaking, like, Kenneth shouldn't have been locked up in the first place, to me. Because, like, honestly, even the witnesses and the neighbors, there was a guy who lived right upstairs from Brianna who heard, you know what I'm saying, who heard the shooting and everything like that. He said that he was watching TV and he never once heard the police. When you do a raid, they said that you have to acknowledge yourself in like 100-foot radius. So not more than one person can hear that you were trying to go into the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man didn't hear him. Another woman who was across the street didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like the way that they was shooting. It's like when I seen the amount of bullet holes that was in that woman's house, bro, they were just firing blindly, not caring if it was children in the house, not caring if it was anything in the house. And I feel like even if a police is under fire, okay, you still got to have a specific target of who you're shooting at. You can't just shoot blindly in a crib and don't know where the bullets is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Who does that? You know what I mean?
It's just ridiculous. And for one, Kenneth only just let off one shot. One shot. So for everybody to just go off, that, especially the people that ain't even in the apartment that has eyes on it, that are outside shooting, it's just absurd and ridiculous. And not to mention that this is an apartment complex. Like, this is not even a single one-family home. Like, not to mention in Brianna's apartment, the children or whoever, but other people that live around
adjacent
too.
to them.
Just like, I'm
because bullets can ricochet, like, you just never know, bro. They were shooting through the side door. No, they was shooting through the patio door. They was also shooting through her bedroom window. You know what I'm saying? It was like bullets went all the way to the bathroom, dude. Like, it broke soap dishes. It's like, I mean, what type of train? And this was another thing that I had. Y'all have to watch this, okay? Yeah. If you have not watched the New York Times presents the killing of Breonna Taylor, I encourage you guys all to please go watch it. You have to watch this. You know what I mean? We need voices, people. We got to get this done. You know what I'm saying? Because this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And before we end the video, I think the thing that really was disturbing me the most was all of the complaints on this officer. There was 20 complaints on this officer. Some was sexual assault, to where not only one woman, not two women, but a array of women had basically said that this man had sexually assaulted them. You know what I mean? With his uniform on. So this goes to show you just how confident this dude is. And not only that, they even found the paper trail of when this dude had stole money from drug money and deposited thousands of dollars in his account. And none of these things was in his official record. So that says to me that everybody is negligent. Because if this man was not even working like he's supposed to, had not been working, who says what might have happened? It might not have happened, because I guarantee you it was that punk. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
It's just the whole system. Like, it's messed up that they are able to legally, or is justified, what they're doing is okay. Like, the whole system is messed up. Like, who does that type of stuff? Like, who does that type of stuff? Like, going into somebody's house with that much power and aggression, like, For what? There's no threat to y'all. Like, have she ever been threatening? Has anything ever threatening ever came out of her apartment?
And honestly, if you really want to be technical, even the ex-boyfriend who they was targeting didn't even have non-threatening things on his raps. It was only like cocaine possession and things like that, attempt to distribute, but he didn't even have any violent priors, which I don't understand why.
Like war on terror. War on terror. War on us.
They had 20 people at that establishment, at that particular establishment, without no surveillance. You don't know who was there.
It was a mixed squad too.
Yeah.
So it's like y'all ain't even talking.
Exactly. Yeah,
nobody knows what's going on.
That's a great point, because a lot of people who was involved in this raid had never understood the dynamics of what you're supposed to do when you went to raid. They never even worked with each other. They didn't know nothing. It was like they just led the blind, bro.
And then it switched from a no-knock warrant to
announce. Yeah.
But you still didn't announce yourself, though. Not getting it. This
is a terrible situation, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, on this channel, man, we like to have a good time. We like to be positive, dude, because it's so much negativity in this world right now, dude. Like, the last thing you want to do is just keep promoting negativity.
Right.
But this is a time, you guys, y'all gotta understand this, okay? This is a time where we have to band together, all right? It's like, you know, we really have to work together. Like, we got to be one sound, one song, one voice. We got to be all of that. Because, like, these people are not only doing this wrongful stuff, but they are trying to cover it up.
And get away with it.
And this is the key point. They're doing it because they have the people in power to do it. Okay? That's why we got to be able to change this narrative. You know what I'm saying? We need more people like us in office to be able to counterbalance, you know what I mean, some of this stuff. Because, like, you're going to have bad seeds no matter where you're going. Where you go in life, it's going to be some bad seeds. But you got to have good seeds to outweigh those. And that's what's going to make it happen, bro. Like, all of this stuff that we be doing amongst each other, shawty, like all of the beefing and all of that, we got to stop. Because we got a whole bigger problem going on.
Yeah.
This man had a license to carry. He stood his ground. He did everything that he was supposed to do. These people had just graduated college. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. They was trying to embark on starting a new journey together. They were doing everything that they were supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, as human beings and citizens. All right? And it still failed them. That man still spent time in jail, missed his baby girl funeral, all because he did the right thing. His job was to protect his family, period. Because I know if you come up in here, that's what's going to happen.
But because of his skin tone, it was a problem. They was trying to charge him with attempted murder.
And the sad part is, even though they dropped the charge, it still doesn't mean that the state won't pick them up. Go figure. You feel what I mean?
Stuff stick, like, make a record, make you look like you was a bad person. Like, it's upsetting. It is. I'm like trying not to cry right now. Like, I got like goosebumps. Like, I'm getting emotional. Like, because this is just really like, it's upsetting. It pisses me off.
Listen, you guys, we cannot stop saying this woman's name. I don't care how long it takes. Because now this man, the police officer, does not have a job. So I don't understand what they feel like they would be doing to protect him. You're not even working for them anymore. You know what I'm saying? The other two officers was right back in the field. You know what I mean? But this man in particular, it need to be charges warranted against this man. Period. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I don't understand it, but this is the reason why we protest. This is the reason why we get mad. Because as black and white as this is, it's crazy.
It's not. A whole lot of other stuff
they
going
still
on.
make it gray. They still make it gray.
It's a whole lot of stuff going on. That's why you guys gotta keep yourself educated, and knowledge is key. Knowledge is key.
You know what I almost forgot before we get off of here?
What's that?
After this whole situation happened, they finally sent Tamika Palmer the police report. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at it. If you look on that report in those two highlighted areas, they put on there that it was no injuries when that girl laid dead in that apartment for more than 7 hours, okay? And then they also put no forced entry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
And it was blank. Yo, it was going ham over there. Like, everybody was talking about how much noise. You can see the bullet holes, but y'all don't got no description of what happened. One of your officers got shot. Y'all wasn't going to put that down?
Dog, they are making a mockery of us. They killed that girl in cold blood, and that was the police report. They didn't even have it detailed.
No details.
Sad as I don't know what, bro. Another key point, too, that was crazy is me. And you know me. You can't tell me. Thanks, babe. You can't tell me that I'm not Detective Olivia Benson.
Oh,
you can't tell me this. Now, I know that when an officer is involved in a shooting, the first thing they have to do is remain on the scene. They have to give their weapons and everything to the police officer. Why was this dude gone for 2 hours? He went complete AWOL. He was supposed to get questioned right then and there by the captain. You know what I'm saying? They could not find this man for more than 2 hours, bro.
Where was you at?
What you do? You know what I mean? Like
everything was justified and everything was according to the book and everything was signed and everything was approved. Where was you at?
Why you go home? Where was you at, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
I'm really trying to figure that out.
Man, that's crazy. Real. But I want to know how y'all feel. Drop it down in the comments if you've seen the New York Times, the killing of Breonna Taylor. I want to know if you've seen it. Let's chop it up in these comments, man. Get this video a like, man. Seriously, look, we need justice for Breonna Taylor.
We do.
Do not stop saying this woman's name, bro. We can't just let her death go in vain like this. No. We can't. We definitely can't, man. I love y'all.
Love you guys.
And I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. And until next video, we gonna catch y'all, dog. Peace.